Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today for a very special and exciting Riviera River Cruises webinar. My name is Anna. I'm an Industry Relations Manager here at CLIA, and I'm going to just quickly go through some housekeeping before introducing our presenter. This webinar will run about 30 minutes with time for questions at the end. Please feel free to type your questions into the questions module of the webinar, and we'll get to them at the conclusion of the presentation. This webinar is being recorded and will be posted on CLIA's YouTube channel, which is CLIA Global. And with that, it is my pleasure to introduce our presenter, Marilyn Conroy. Marilyn was born in England and emigrated to America to join Cunard Line in charge of the sales and marketing of their then hotel division. After 2 years, she moved to the shipping division of Cunard Line and was subsequently promoted to VP Sales, making her the youngest and only female in the cruise industry to become a vice president. In April 2011, Marilyn formed her own sales and marketing company, and one of their clients was Riviera River Cruises. She felt they had a definite niche in the highly competitive river cruise market with their strong price value proposition, and she felt confident that she could assist in their growth, and as a result, accepted the position of EVP Sales and Marketing. And with that, take it away, Marilyn.
Well, thank you very much, Anna, and thank you, everybody. And hopefully by the end of this webinar, you'll understand why I use the tagline, less is more. A lot of you may not have heard of Riviera, or maybe not as familiar with Riviera as we would like you to be. So just very quickly about our background. We are a British company, having been in business for some 37 years. We are, in fact, the UK market leader in river cruising. About 4 years ago, we decided to launch in North America, and as you can see, we've already been the recipient 3 years in a row of the Magellan Awards. Reassuringly Riviera. I know the topic of COVID is on everybody's mind, and I'd like to just bring it up so that we are all aware of what's going on with Riviera. We have a Reassuringly Riviera program which allows your clients to change their booking, their reservation that is made between, well, now and the end of February, up to 45 days prior to departure without any penalty. Now, COVID cancellation protection is included as part of our standard policy. And the last thing, which I don't believe anybody else does, is that if your clients get on board and they are not absolutely happy with their Riviera River Cruise, within 2 days of getting on board, all they need to do is tell us. We will give them a full refund and bring them home at any additional charge back to Riviera. I don't think anybody else does that, and we offer this because, quite frankly, I doubt anybody would use it, because when your clients travel with us, they come home happy. Our vessels are built, owned, and operated by Skipper of Switzerland. They are the preeminent boat builders in our business, and we have to conform to the highest onboard protocols that they establish. But we've gone one step further. We've hired Ian Greaves, who's a member of the Chartered Institute for Environmental Health, and he is helping us ensure that our vessels have the very highest possible protocols for your clients' safety when they're on board. So what can you expect? Well, you have to understand that, of course, this is very fluid. The rules and regulations change, and we comply with those regulations as they change. But only registered guests, such as crew and obviously guests, can enter the ship after performing health and safety checks. Before embarkation, the entire vessel, including all cabins, are cleaned and disinfected. The use of mouth masks is currently mandatory, 6-foot social distancing, and all meals are served. Each cabin is disinfected twice daily. Why should you sell Riviera? Now, there's a lot of river cruises out there, but why Riviera? Where we are the only company to offer at least 5 cabins with no single supplement on every departure. We're the only company to offer entire departures exclusively with no single supplement across all categories. We offer your clients the most immersive itineraries, 20 different ones on 10 rivers. We boast the youngest fleet of ships in Europe. We are extremely price competitive. We are the top of the premium line, but you'll find that we're roughly 20% lower than competition. Our long vessels have the French balcony of 183 square feet, which is 48 square feet larger than Viking. I pick on Viking because, let's face it, they are the 20,000-pound gorilla in the marketplace. And I do find that so many people say, I want a Viking cruise, when what they really mean is I want a river cruise. Viking has almost become a brand name in and of itself. And as I said, the boats are built and operated by Skiller, who build the boats of another luxury competitor. So let's take a look at this 30-second spot. It's great to white label. We can white label it for you. And it gives you a feel of what a Riviera river cruise is all about. I'm sorry, that doesn't seem to be working properly. Well, it's a little generic video. I'm sorry that it's not coming through. It's 30 seconds. And as I said, we can white label it for you. I wanted you to see it because it showed you the beautiful cabin accommodations. But anyway, let's talk about less is more. Upgrade to a Riviera river cruise and let your worries drift away. We have 12 vessels. We have a new ship coming out this year, the Geoffrey Chaucer. The vessels can really be divided into three different categories. We have the long ships, which are 443 feet in length, and these take just 169 guests. If you were to look at our friendly competitors of that size, you'll see they probably take 190 guests. This means that there's more space for your clients. The other grouping of ships take 132 passengers, and lastly, the two on the Douro take 121 guests. Now, they have to be smaller vessels on the Douro because the Douro is a much narrower, fast-running vessel. So because we have less cabins on board, there's more room in those cabins for your clients to enjoy. How do we compare? Well, this chart was put together by Ralph Grizzle of the Avid Traveler, so it's his chart, not ours. And you can see how well we stack up against the competition in terms of cabin size. Again, comparing us with Viking, which it didn't come through again. I'm so sorry. I have no idea why these aren't going through, but it shows that the Viking cabin is 26% less space, or 48 square feet. So taking a look at our deluxe balcony, you can see that's 269 feet. It's got a French balcony and a walkout balcony. It's another shot of the same cabin. Superior Suites, 247. Another shot of it. French balcony suite. The majority of our cabins are in this category, either on deck 2 or 3. It's the full French balcony. You can see very modern, not trendy or glitzy, but modern, beautifully appointed cabins. 85% of the accommodations make up of this standard French balcony. And you can see beautiful marble bathrooms, very spacious bathrooms. And the lower deck cabins, now these cabins are the most economical on the ship. They are the ones with the window, and it's these cabins that we use for no single supplement on our regular departures. You can see that there really are just double beds, double cabins, but we give them for single occupancy. Beautifully appointed bathrooms, very spacious. You couldn't really appreciate the size in the other picture, but a double shower, if you like, with a rain and a wand piece of equipment. So because there's less people on board, as I said, only on the long ships 169, gives you much more personal space, and we have a lot of things for you to do on board. A beautiful marble area for when you embark the vessel. You can see it's modern, it's not stuffy, it's not glitzy, it's traditionally elegant, I think it's fair to say, with a nice boutique, a travel desk, reception area. This is the main view when you come on board. We have an elevator or a lift. This elevator goes through all 3 passenger decks. It does not go up to the sun deck. And I mention this because if you have clients who are somewhat physically challenged, then you might want to consider a river cruise or not, because they would have to walk up these steps that you can see on your side in order to get out to the sun deck. The panorama lounge is the heart of the vessel. This is where your clients will congregate before dinner, after dinner, where we have our light entertainment or our shore excursion discussions. Just another view of the panorama lounge, beautiful 180-degree views of the rivers. Golf putting green and a water element on every single vessel. It could be the jacuzzi pool that you see here or a proper plunge pool where you can actually do laps across. Lots of space up on the deck, really nicely appointed. We also have a spa with a massage area for saunas or massages, a beauty salon for manicures, pedicures, and of course hairdos. Fully stocked gymnasium, and it's not just a converted cabin, it was actually a purpose-built gymnasium. Food, of course, is an important element on any cruise, and we pride ourselves at Riviera on providing a superior standard of food. It's not British. Our staff are trained and brought on board by Skiller, so they are all European. So you could have a British chef, a French chef, a Swiss chef, a German chef. We tend to take the menus from the area in which we are sailing. So if we're in France, you're going to find that the menus, as you can see here, have a French influence. But we always offer simply grilled chicken or fish. Dining on board, as I said, it's a very important element for any cruise. The dining room's decor is different on each vessel, but the size and the layout is the same. And we have open seating, open dining. This means that your clients can come to dinner or lunch or breakfast anytime during a 2-hour period. We also have an alternative restaurant, the bistro. For more intimate dining, there's no additional charge to dine in the bistro. Very nice tables for 2, tables for 4, and you can see that it also offers outside dining. The only thing we do ask now is for reservations for dinner. And the reason why we have reservations for dinner, even in the dining room, is so that we can ensure proper social distancing. So we pride ourselves on offering extreme value for money. If you take a look at the competition versus our prices, you'll see that we are significantly less expensive. And one of the reasons why we're able to do that is because of our marketing. We don't market directly to consumer unless it's with the travel agent. So we don't have the expense of adding that marketing costs onto the ticket fare. Breakfast for room service. This is a lovely touch that's included in the fare. Every single cabin category gets complimentary room service for breakfast, and it's not just continental, it's full if you want it. So because we have coffee and tea makers in every room, your clients can get up, make a cup of tea, make a cup of coffee, get continental breakfast or a full breakfast in their room, and then go down to the dining room, as I like to say, waddle down to the dining room. Riviera Plus, this is new for us in 2021. Customers or clients who sail in the deluxe and superior suites will be entitled to Riviera Plus. Now, what this gives them is a lovely bottle of Prosecco when they arrive, as well as a fruit basket in their room. But we're also giving out these smart handsets. These little boxes, if you like, have maps, translators, currency converters. Your clients can make unlimited calls and text messages, whether they're actually walking around town or on board the ship. So it really is a nice plus feature. We do have complimentary Wi-Fi on board for everybody, but this little handset, I think, is really being very well received by our clients. Okay, all excursions, we include in the ports every day a complimentary shore excursions. And these are designed to give your clients a really good overview of the city. You can see we have these quiet tour boxes so that you can listen to your tour guide without necessarily being right on top of them. But what we try to do is to allow enough time when you're in port to have this complimentary or included shore excursion, but also go out and explore on your own. That's why we have complimentary bicycles, because we want you to get out and explore. Personally, I think there's nothing nicer than going out and getting a bottle of wine and some cheese and sitting there and watching the locals go by, or bring it back on board and eat it on the sun deck. So we have our own included shore excursions, but we also have a travel director on board, and he or she is there to provide shore excursions customized for you. In other words, if you want tickets to a museum or a theater or something, they will arrange this for you, and they do it on a cost basis. It's not a profit center. So let's just say you're in Vienna and you want tickets to the Spanish riding school. They will get you those tickets and they will give them to you at cost. In other words, if it costs us 20 euro, it's going to cost you 20 euro. And there's just some of the complimentary bicycles, which are always very well received. So one of the lovely features of a river cruise is there's more to see, because we don't really have, quote, days at sea. We might have half days when you're sailing through the rivers, on the rivers, and you can see the beautiful castles in the background. Where do we take you? Well, we take you everywhere that everybody else takes you, because there aren't any new rivers. But we pride ourselves in providing the most immersive itineraries. And we do this, these are the places and the rivers that we visit, by tweaking some of our itineraries. I'm just going to give you a couple of examples. When we do the Provence cruise, my personal favorite, instead of going round trip Lyon, we go Lyon to Avignon or reverse. Now, by doing it this way, it enables you to have your clients sail into the beautiful medieval city of Bonn, right in the heart of the wine country. If you were on a cruise that did round trip Lyon, you'd have to take an hour and a half at least bus ride to be able to visit this beautiful city. So that's one of the ways we tweak it. The other way is on our Rhine cruise to Switzerland trip. Instead of going Amsterdam to Basel, where there's absolutely nothing to see between Amsterdam and Cologne, which is the first stop, it's an industrial river and it takes about a little over a day to transit. We actually start in Cologne, which means we end in Basel. We're able to have a night in Basel and a full day with an included shore excursion all the way up to see the Alps. So that's just a couple of the ways we tweak our itineraries. Obviously, one of the benefits of river cruising in general is that there really aren't any queues. With the vessels with a maximum capacity of 169, there's not going to be any queues. So it's very open, very casual. Obviously, we do now, of course, have COVID checks every time our clients get on board the vessel. Solo clients, as I said, we have 5 cabins on every departure with no single supplement. But we also offer a series throughout 21 and 22 of departures which are exclusively for solos. We don't sell double cabins. And as you can see, they go across all different itineraries, be it the Rhine, Burgundy, Paris, Vienna on the Blue Danube, Amsterdam, and we also now have yachts, cruises, which do the Dalmatian coast. Those are 40-passenger yachts. They also have solo departures, and of course, the very popular Douro. So these are available right now online for 21 and 2022. And we are very pleased that we won the Solo Traveler Awards. We won it in 2019. They didn't offer it in 2020 because, frankly, nobody was able to sail. If they had, I'm sure we would have won it. We put together these solo cruise flyers, which can be custom made for your agents. This is just an example of what one of them looks like, or another one. There's plenty of room there to personalize them, and we'll be happy to do that for you. Groups. One of the best ways to jumpstart your business is, in my view, through groups. And our group policy is 1 for 10. We have a very unusual policy of taking the space out of inventory. When you block a group with Riviera, we will give you a contract and we will actually take the space physically out of inventory so it is yours. Now, what this means is the space can't be pulled from underneath you. In other words, some cruise lines just give the right to sell. We actually block this space for you. We block it for 8 weeks without a deposit. Now, after the 8 weeks, then we'll say to you, right, do you want it? You have to deposit. If you're not sure, you might need a little bit more time. If we have the capacity, we'll extend your option. And if we don't, then we won't. But basically, you can hold the space for 8 weeks to give you time to go out and promote. Now, these are special departures, which we have for North America. And this particular cruise, this 4-night round trip Cologne on December the 5th, this is very, very popular because it's obviously very easy to do pre and post trips around this Christmas market cruise. And I'm focusing on this because it's strictly for North Americans. We've been so successful selling this particular departure. We've honestly only got 15 cabins left. But we're just selling this for the North American marketplace. New for Riviera, we have air and pre and post hotels. So we can provide you with the air for your clients for economy, premium economy, business class air, commissionable at 10% and hotels at 12%. Now I want to emphasize this isn't just for pre and post. This is really for anywhere in Europe. Let's just say your clients are booked on a cruise out of Budapest, and Budapest is a good example, and they want to take a pre-tour in Paris. They can, we'll book the air for them. We have great air rates, we have great hotel rates, and then moving them on to Budapest, so they can go anywhere in Europe and get the advantage of our hotel services. Well, this is a little video which probably won't work again because I haven't been having much luck with my videos. Oh, this one did. Okay, great. This is a white label video again. I'll take you basically through it. It's about 45 seconds long. I like it because it gives you a good feel for the ship. You can see the boutique there. Obviously, the benefit of sailing in the evening, so you can spend maximum time in port to enjoy our wonderful shore excursions. Remember, we started in the shore excursion business, so I like to think that we really know what we're doing. Superb cuisine, friendly staff, beautiful accommodations. You can just see the marble bathroom in the background there. Choice of shower heads. Very spacious, 183 square feet for our French balcony cabins. Shore excursion every day. Concierge and local guides. I don't know about you, but I can't wait to get on a plane and go to Europe. I think we all feel that way these days. Just another shot of the dining room. The bicycles, the spacious lounges. Value, value, value. That's what Riviera is all about. Excellent food, service, and value. We bring entertainment on in the evenings in certain ports, not all ports, but a lot of ports. But we always have entertainment. We have a piano bar, a little disc jockey. So there's nothing, there's always something to do. You're never going to say, oh, I'm bored, I'm bored. Anyway, if you want, we can white label that for you. Okay, the wave season, the January wave season is almost over. but I'm still going to mention this to you because it isn't January the 31st and you do have a few days. This is unprecedented and we are not extending it. We are giving tour conductors on the basis of 1 for 5. That's an additional 20% discount. This is off of any 2021 or 2022 departure. It says here January 2020. It's obviously January 2021. So in other words, if you want to take a group block out of, let's just say you think you might want to go and bring some friends with you. If you have 5 cabins, the 6th cabin will be free, or 5 guests, then the 6th person will be free. All you need to do is take out the space that you think you want to sell. You must do it this week. You will have 8 weeks to sell it. So the rush is off as soon as you decide what departure you want to sell. Now this is available also through the end of February. It's an additional 400 per cabin euro onboard credit for a 15-day cruise, or 200 euro per cabin based on 2 people for a 7-day cruise. We give euros because euro is the currency that is used on board. Valentine's month for every new booking in 21 or 22 during the month of February, the agent will receive a $100 gift card per cabin. We have an online agency portal. You can use this for online bookings 24/7. You should also take our online training academy. It's worth 3 clear credits, and we only invite agents on FAMs who have completed this course. And of course, you can use this nice little logo here to show you're a Riviera specialist. By using our online agency portal, it also gives you access to the toolkits for flyers, for those videos, for all sorts of sales features that are there. And lastly, we support the travel agency distribution system 100%. It's not lip service. We support you, excuse me, 100%. We are the only river cruise company. Sorry, I've lost my voice. We're the only river cruise company who will not take direct bookings. If we get a direct booking, we will take it and give it to a travel agency that is working proactively with us, that is located in the area where the consumer lives, and we give it to that agent at full commission. Nobody else does that for you, so I'm hoping that you'll support the cruise line that supports you. If you don't want to book online, we have a reservation team available for you Monday through Friday. Here they are, very, very friendly. They're there to help you. They take infinite patience explaining itineraries and different routings and different options. Ryan, Merle, and Joe. So with that, I'd like to open it up for questions, and I apologize for getting a frog in my throat or something.
Okay, perfect. We do have some questions coming in. Our first one is from Wayne, who is wondering how many bikes are on board.
As an average of 10 to 12, and they're city bikes.
Okay, got it. Our next question is from Carolyn, who is wondering who should agents contact for group travel inquiries.
You can either use the 1-800 number here, or you can call me directly or my associate Bruce Messendorf. Would you send out our emails with the follow-up email, Anne?
Okay, great. And our next question is from Wayne, who is wondering if it's possible to sign up for other tours before the cruise or only while on board. And does Riviera have a selection of optional tours and activities and a suggested list for clients to select?
You know, we don't currently. We are giving 1 or 2 additional ones. Right now we're offering 1, and on some ports we have 1 or 2 suggested other ones. But basically, we give the one shore excursion, and then the travel director will work with you individually to find out what you like and put one together for you. It's like a concierge. Well, he is a concierge.
Okay, wonderful. This next question is from Doris, who is wondering what is the average passenger age and other demographic info that you have.
No, yeah, nice question, thank you. Our average age actually is going down, and I think a lot of river cruises are going down, and our average age is now 55. And that's because we do provide the features that appeal to the younger guests, such as the bicycles and the spa, etc. So the average age is 55.
Okay, got it. And it looks like this is our last question from Dorothy, who is just wondering if you can quickly go back to the travel advisor training link.
Yeah. Here we are. Okay, so when you've presumably you've registered, and when you click on the agency portal, you can see in the very up right-hand corner, it says here e-learning. You click on that, it'll take it directly to you. Otherwise, you can just go rivieracruisespecialist.com, cruisesspecialist.com. And it's not a difficult course.
Okay, perfect. And those are all of our questions. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. And thank you, Marilyn, for the wonderful information.
Pleasure. Thank you, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye for now.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.